Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News. It's Monday, October 16th. We have all you need to know about the status of a local pizza shop and initiatives in State College to celebrate service members.
We also have the latest updates on the latest war between Israel and Hamas, along with entertainment, sports, and weather. Stay tuned.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jenna Wissman.
And I'm Zack O'Brien.
A popular pizza place in downtown State College is facing eviction for unpaid rent. The owners of the building posted an eviction notice this past week stating that Canyon Pizza has not paid its monthly rent of $3,100 since June. This means the business owes $15,500 by October 20th. Canyon was also recently in the news after facing closure by an eminent domain threat.
Not only are they facing closure, but Canyon Pizza also has a former employee under arrest after reports of harassing his former coworkers. Dwayne North Rutledge was arrested for terroristic threats, disorderly conduct, and harassment. An incident at the store turned violent Sunday, saying he was going to kill his coworkers after attacking them and damaging merchandise. The 27-year-old was quickly taken into custody and has been incarcerated at the Center County Prison while waiting for a preliminary hearing.
State College Mayor Ezra Naines issued a proclamation last week during a Borough Council meeting, naming the week of November 3rd to November 11th as Military Appreciation Week. The proclamation claims the purpose of the commemoration week is to, quote, recognize, honor, and support the commitment and sacrifice of current, former, and fallen members of all the branches of the United States Armed Forces.
A bus driver shortage is forcing the Center County school districts to make some changes. Some schools have delayed starts or even moving classes to combat this shortage. The issue can be traced to the coronavirus pandemic, as well as the intense training new bus drivers have to go through. The 2 to 3 month training cost over $6,000 for a CDL license. PennDOT has loosened some CDL requirements and hopes to help new prospective bus drivers complete the test and begin their own route. After a rainy homecoming weekend, can we expect to see some sunshine this week? Mike Witowitz with Campus Weather Service has the latest details. Take a look.
From the students of the Department of Meteorology and Atmospheric Science, here is your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast.
Good evening, State College. Mike Witowitz here with your Campus Weather Service forecast. First off, taking a look at some live cameras across the region this afternoon, you can see that most of us across Pennsylvania are holding on to some mostly cloudy skies and some scattered rain showers as well. As we zoom things in over Beaver Stadium right now, you can see that's the case for us as well. Mostly cloudy skies, the passing shower or two that's really been the theme today, and temperature is quite cool as well, only sitting at 55 degrees at this hour with those winds out of the northwest at 10 miles per hour. As we take a look at our high temperatures across the state today, you can see that most of us were hanging out in the 50s. Johnstown is a cool spot, currently sitting at 46. Places out further east got a little bit warmer, closer to the 60s, where we saw a little bit more sunshine than places further north and west. And as we widen things out to take a look at the rest of the state, you can see that translated 60s south and east, 50s for most. The higher elevation in the Laurel Highlands, the only exception, currently sitting in the mid-40s. And these high temperatures are a bit cool compared to average. We're ranging anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees below average for most for our high temperatures compared to where we should be. Johnstown is the only place where that's a bit higher, sitting at about 14 degrees below average for their high today. And now you might be wondering, when is all this dreary weather going to clear out? Well, taking a look at our future weather, you can see that through tonight, we're going to hang on to that cloud cover for us. A few showers possible as well. As we head into the day tomorrow, those showers and those clouds will linger for us again, unfortunately. Tomorrow's kind of a rinse and repeat kind of day, very similar to the weather we saw today. As we head to Tuesday night, though, our clouds will begin to thin for us, still hanging on to at least partly cloudy skies for most as we head into Wednesday morning, although I do think our rain chances will back off significantly for the day on Wednesday. Looking beyond Wednesday at what we might expect late week into the weekend, we're going to see a pretty nice day to start Thursday, but then we're going to start to watch this next front approach the region once again as we head towards the weekend. Whether this front combines with some energy off the coast and becomes a bona fide coastal low is really going to be the determining factor over whether we just see a few showers this weekend or a complete washout. So we definitely have some time to watch that. With that being said, currently Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all have the chance of having some scattered showers and definitely some overcast skies for us. How much rain and the significance of that rain is really going to be determining on the development of this coastal low, and we have a few days to track that as well. First, taking a look at your forecast for tonight, we're dipping down to a level around 43 degrees. We're going to keep things mostly cloudy, and a few showers remain in place for us. Those winds would be out of the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For the day tomorrow, like I mentioned, rinse and repeat from the day, maybe getting a little bit warmer to a high of 58 degrees but we're hanging on to those mostly cloudy skies and that chance of showers. Most of us won't get rain tomorrow, but a few of us will, and that's why I'm keeping that chance of showers there for you. And as we take a look at our 7-day forecast, beyond Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday are definitely the two nicer days of the week, getting up to in the 60s, a little bit more sunshine. Thursday morning actually might start the day off mostly sunny for us, but as we head towards the afternoon, as our next system approaches, that's when we're going to see the clouds begin to increase. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, once again for your weekend, all looking at the chance of rain. Don't know how much yet. That's, like I mentioned, it's going to be determining on the development of that coastal low. And as we head on into early next week, not till Monday when we expect that to clear out of our area. Well, that does it for your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast. My name is Michael Witowitz. Have a great night.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Morgan Bolt with your sports update. Penn State dominated against UMass on Saturday for the annual homecoming game, defeating the Minutemen 63-0. This was the Nittany Lions' largest shutout since joining the Big Ten Conference. Quarterback Drew Aller is continuing his interception-free streak as he performed impressively despite the rainy conditions. Bo Prabula also made an impact, recording 59 rushing yards and a touchdown for the Blue and White. Penn State is now getting ready to travel to Columbus to take on Ohio State this Saturday at noon. And last night, despite being down a player, the Penn State women's soccer match held a 2-2 tie against Northwestern. Olivia Borgen scored the Blue and White's only 2 goals of the night. Although the Lady Lions were unable to secure the win, their defense looked like a brick wall out there. Penn State has yet to lose this season, but has tied 3 matches so far. They are getting ready to face Indiana Thursday night for the annual Pink Match at Jeffrey Field. We've entered Week 6 of the NFL, and things are getting heated as the last 2 undefeated teams found their first loss. The 49ers lost a close match to the Browns 17-19, and despite leading the entire game, the Eagles ended up losing 14-20 to the Jets. The Sunday night matchup between the Bills and Giants ended with a Bills victory. Giants quarterback Daniel Jones sat out of the game due to a neck injury. However, Saquon Barkley returned to the field after recovering from an ankle injury from Week 2. But it wasn't enough to secure the win, and the Giants lost 9-14. Bills running back Damian Harris suffered a neck injury right before halftime, but gave a thumbs up to the crowd as he was taken into the ambulance. Tonight, the Cowboys face the Chargers at SoFi Stadium. That's all for your sports update. After the break, Emma Goldkoff has the latest in the world of entertainment. Stay tuned.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night.
For all of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State. Hey everyone, we are Red Carpet News, your main source of entertainment news at Penn State University. Man, this festival is going to be popping.
I'm Alex Porzillo, here with Aiden Harold.
He's going to 23rd with Daddy Elon Warbucks to actual space away from Kim.
So in sync, especially during Kendrick's part when they came out, reporting on anything from music, movies, TV shows, fashion, to celebrity gossip. You don't want to miss out on any of the hot topics we discuss. Find our segments on YouTube under the name Red Carpet News for your daily dose of entertainment. We are Red Carpet News.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Emma Goldkoff with your entertainment update. The 2023 Homecoming Parade took place on Friday with the theme Illuminating the Lion Within. The parade started outside the IM building, traveled downtown across College Avenue, and ended right by the Nittany Lion Shrine. Students, alumni, and supporters alike lined the parade route to watch. Penn State cheerleaders, student organizations, the Homecoming Board of Directors, and even the Bernese Mountain Dog Club made an appearance. Before the parade began, the theme for Thon 2024 was announced, and it's going to be Treasure Every Adventure. Reporter Anna LaCastro was at the parade on Friday and is live in the studio with more details. Anna?
Thanks, Emma. While at the parade, I had the chance to chat with both participants and spectators about their experiences at the event. Let's take a look.
Penn State University hosted its annual homecoming parade on Friday night, putting on a vibrant show for the town of State College.
We're here in downtown State College, where College Ave has been taken over by this year's homecoming parade. Come along to celebrate one of Penn State's oldest and most famous traditions of sharing the school's legacy and showing some blue and white pride.
The parade featured a multitude of organizations, including fraternities, sororities, dancers and cheerleaders, cultural clubs, and a number of local groups.
I'm Betsy Gamble, and this is the Nittany Highland Pipe Band. We've been in business here for 50 years now. It was started by a couple of Penn State professors, a physics department and astronomy department, and it's been going ever since.
One of the most eye-catching features of the parade are the big and colorful floats, each one with its own unique theme. All along the parade route, the streets were lined with students, parents, and kids who got to enjoy some Halloween treats a little early this year.
You guys having fun? You guys like Barbie? So do I.
This classic homecoming tradition proved to be a great experience for those returning and those who are watching for the very first time.
And then are you students at Penn State?
Yeah, first-year students.
And if you had to describe the atmosphere to someone, what would you say?
I would say it's really fun. Like, they should come out. Like, just like being a part of the community is fun. Yeah, just being loud and stuff.
I like the Nittany Lion running around.
Yeah,
that was really
Nittany
cute.
Lions.
It's the first time I've seen him in person.
Yeah.
Just as in years prior, the parade was a hit and will return to town next fall. For Penn State Network News, I'm Anna LaCastro.
Another stellar homecoming weekend in the books for Penn State. We'll continue to keep you updated with all things campus coverage. Back to you, Emma.
Thanks, Anna. A Broadway star and Penn State alumna was featured on a recent episode of the People of Penn State podcast. Caroline Bowman graduated from the university in 2010 and has since starred in Wicked and Kinky Boots on Broadway. She is currently on the North American tour of Frozen playing Elsa. The People of Penn State podcast is currently hosted by Alumni Association CEO Paul Clifford and strives to share the stories of success of current and past Penn Staters. Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith just revealed they have been separated and living apart for 7 years now. The couple was first married in 1997 and has continually addressed rumors about them being in an open relationship, to which Pinkett Smith says it is a grown relationship, not an open one. After the slapping incident at the Oscars, she noted that Will calling her his wife was the first time he had done so in years. There will be more information to come in Pinkett Smith's memoir, Worthy, which is set to release October 17th. That's all for your entertainment update. Coming up next, interview anchor Neela Azami will be speaking with the executive producer for 46 Live, Georgia Peters. Stay tuned.
Ready, mics? 3, 2. Fade in on 2. Mic and cue.
This is Nittany Talk.
I would say spring.
Slow down.
And he knew that. How do you think? I know. She continues to hold her values and everything though. And I think that that's really important. So yeah, self-care Saturday.
And you lose a lot of sleep.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to Culture Central. My name is Jaden Stewart.
What's good, everybody? My name is Eric Pichardo, and we are your hosts,
creators,
and executive producers of Culture Central. Is this Whitney Houston?
We're doing things that have never been done before. So welcome to the family.
If you don't include human beings, you cannot accurately model the way the climate has changed over the last 50 years.
And I don't know that we're ever going to be free of some sort of bug.
A natural state of motion for something to be in is to remain in its current state of motion.
I've been lucky enough to discover various things out there. Pulsars, exoplanets, and some other phenomena that ended up being interesting.
Hi, I'm Johnson Gary with Asking Penn State.
With Asking Penn State,
Asking Penn State.
Asking Penn State. Asking Penn State.
Welcome back to Asking Penn State.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Neela Azami, and with me tonight is Georgia Peters, the executive producer for 46 Live. Georgia, thanks for joining us tonight.
I'm super excited to be here.
Yes, so excited to have you. So firstly, can you tell us a little bit about your role in 46 Live a little bit?
Right, so I currently serve as one of 3 executive producers. This will be my 2nd year in this position. I kind of just oversee the entirety of 46 Live. I also oversee I think it's 10 this year, senior production members, as well as a general body of about 70 members. That's what it was currently last year. And I kind of just make sure things are flowing okay. The EPs are also the main point of contact between Thon and 46 Live. So I have a lot of meetings with them. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, that's awesome. And what has your past experience been with 46 Live? Can you tell us a little bit more about 46 Live in general?
Right.
How it contributes to Thon and whatnot? Because a lot of people don't know much about it. So
yeah, so this is my 3rd year being involved in 46 Live. I started my sophomore year as just a general crew member. Freshman year was COVID, so I really wasn't heavily involved in anything. 46 Live in general is Thon's official broadcast of all Thon and Thon events. Not only is it broadcast to any computer in the world, but it's also broadcast to homes and hospitals, to those families who unfortunately are facing the hard realities of childhood cancer. And so they're able to join our Thon events from anywhere in the world. And I think that's the biggest takeaway from this org.
Right. I love that. So it allows really, I guess the main mission of 46 Live is really allowing anyone to view 46 Live from anywhere that they are, because Thon is such a big thing and it's such a huge impact that we do at Penn State. So that's so great that you guys broadcast that. Does Thon, do you think, I guess, what was the reason behind joining 46 Live? Did it have to do more with Thon, your choice in being executive producer and how you see broadcasts? What really was the main pushing factor to be a part of 46 Live?
So I think the main pushing factor was that it is extremely live production,
Right.
and it's not scripted either. I'm really into keeping myself on my feet and my toes, and you never know what's coming next with live production. It wasn't until this year that I got involved in news production. So I think 46 Live is what spearheaded me directing and wanting to be a producer as well. Just they gave me the opportunity to do so, and I guess that's not what I went into thinking. I thought I was always going to be a general crew member, but I remember sophomore year just taking that step to apply and saying, "What's the worst that could happen?" And here we are now. Flash forward 2 years later. This is my second year going into the role, like I said. So
That is so great to hear. And what did you always know you were going to be a Penn Stater, I guess, like coming here?
So I feel like this is such a controversial question. I actually had no intentions on coming here.
Right.
As a senior in high school, I am from Pittsburgh, so Pitt is 20 minutes down the road for me. And all I heard from my friends was, "I'm going to Penn State. I love Penn State." I'm like, what could possibly be at Penn State? I was like, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's not Pittsburgh. Like, what is it? And I actually came up to visit some friends during the final Pitt versus Penn State game. And I had already applied to Penn State at that point. And that's what really locked in for me is when I came to visit and just saw the culture and the life on campus. And I was like, I think this is where I want to be.
I agree. I feel like Penn State is just such a different culture that you really can't get anywhere else. And especially with broadcast and Thon, it just makes such a big difference. So I definitely think you made the right choice. I was kind of on the same page as well. So definitely, I think visiting kind of seals the deal a bit. And how has that experience been for you with, I guess, in all aspects of broadcast coming here with, do you do other extracurriculars as well, or how's that been?
Right. So I'll speak to that very highly. My high school had no news programming, had no media classes, no nothing. So I kind of came in here with no prior experience in the broadcasting world. And I'm happy to say that Penn State has guided me along that journey. And I'm very thankful for that because I'm very involved here in the college. So not only do I serve as an executive producer for 46 Live, I'm also one of the directors for the Tuesday-Thursday newscast for Center County Report. So that's been something I've been taking up this semester. I also work live production with athletics. So I do a lot of replay and technical directing for them. But yeah, this college has given me experiences that I don't think I'd get anywhere else, if we're being completely honest. I mean, yeah, I'll always speak very highly of the College of Communications and all the opportunities they've given me.
That's so awesome. I'm glad that you're so involved with that. And especially with Dawn coming up, we have a lot to look forward to within the spring semester. But Georgia, thank you so much for being with us today. And thank you so much for coming out tonight. And now coming up next, Jenna and Zack will have the latest from across the nation. Stay tuned.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night.
For all of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.
Hey everyone, we are Red Carpet News, your main source of entertainment news at Penn State University.
Man, this festival is going to be popping.
I'm Alex Porzillo, here with Aiden Harrell.
He's going to 23rd with Daddy Elon Warbucks to actual space away from Kim.
So insane, especially during Kendrick's part when they came out.
Reporting on anything from music, movies, TV shows, fashion, to celebrity gossip. You don't want to miss out on any of the hot topics we discuss.
Find our segments on YouTube under the name Red Carpet News for your daily dose of entertainment.
We are Red Carpet News.
A million Palestinians have fled from northern Gaza after Israel's recent military order. This is in preparation for an expected ground invasion in retaliation for the surprise attack by the ruling Hamas militant group. The UN warned that evacuating that much of the population would be dangerous and devastating, even urging Israel to reverse the order. As airstrikes destroyed the territory throughout the day, families traveling in cars, trucks, and donkey carts packed with belongings streamed down a main road out of Gaza City.
Along with the incoming attacks, the morgue at Gaza's biggest hospital is overflowing as bodies are coming in faster than relatives can claim them. Medics said they have completely run out of places to put remains pulled from recent strikes or demolished buildings. Over 2,000 Palestinians have been killed in the rampage so far. Between the deaths and over 11,000 injuries, Gaza's healthcare facilities are overwhelmed as supplies have dwindled.
Wisconsin officials have agreed to spend about $450 million to dredge contaminated sediment from Milwaukee's Lake Michigan Arbor and area rivers. The United States Environmental Protection Agency announced it will donate $275 million from the Great Lakes Restoration Initiative to the project. The project entails removing almost 2 million cubic yards of contaminated sediment from the harbor and 12 miles of other rivers. The sediment removal should lead to improved water quality, healthy fish and wildlife, and better recreational opportunities. The project is set to start as soon as 2026.
National park officials are planning to gather and reduce the bison herd in Theodore Roosevelt National Park. They will be rehomed to a number of Native American tribes. This capture has started this past Saturday and will continue throughout this week. The park plans to reduce its roughly 700 bison down to 400. The bison will be under the control of the tribal management called Intertribal Buffalo Council, headed by Troy Heiner. This is happening due to limited space at the park and herd health for the bison. That concludes our show tonight at PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.